You. All of you. Every last rotten fuck on this island has crossed a man far less forgiving than old George will ever be. I come as his right hand. I come on a mission of mercy to show you a path to his forgiveness. I come on behalf of Captain Flint.
There's a war coming, Billy.
One ship isn't a war.
One ship isn't what's coming.
There is an unthinkable victory within our reach. And I will see this through by whatever means I have at my disposal.
When the king brands us pirates, he doesn't mean to make us adversaries. He doesn't mean to make us criminals. He means to make us monsters. And it means to exterminate us. Any capital sentence served against a pirate would hear my hands. We're fighting a war to protect Nassau. A war in which our most effective weapon is the fear that we can instill in our enemies. We've succeeded in making Captain Flint the name of grim death to all of them. They pledged to follow me when they thought I was alive. They turned when they thought I was gone. So I will come back from the dead and lay claim to what I have owed. That we have shown them what we are capable of, and it terrifies them.
The threat that they presented us is the threat the pirates present has never been greater.
Ready the guns! Full complement!
Their intent is to cause terror and destruction until civilization simply ceases to function.
That despite all I've heard about you, your mercilessness, your cruelty.
Can you governor? You tell him I'm coming! Fire! Fire!
I have survived starvation, a tempest, pirate hunters, jealous captains, mutinous crews, angry lords, a queen, a king, and the goddamn British Navy.
Did I ever tell you where that name came from?
No.
Don't be frightened.
You're Captain Flint.
Captain Flint was born out of great tragedy.
My name is James.
I heard you was a Navy man then.
James McGraw.
Heard you saw it all.
That thing which arises in you when passions are aroused. Good sense escapes you. All men have it, but yours is different. Darker, wilder.
Captain.
There are no legacies in this life, are there? They took everything from us. Everyone is a monster to someone. And then they call me a monster. Since you are so convinced that I am yours, I will be it.
And now he's the greatest villain in the new world. We all see it, we all follow him because of it. I think it's torture for him.
When I first met Mr. Gates and he asked me my name, I feared the man I was about to create. I feared that someone born of such dark things would consume me were I not careful.
It bothers you, doesn't it? What they think.
I'm tired of the energy it takes to believe you.
The things you've done. God.
This is not what I wanted.
It must be awful being you.
You say you fight for the sake of Nassau, for the sake of your men, for the sake of Thomas and his memory. But the truth of the matter is, it isn't for any of those things.
What the fuck do you think I am fighting for?
I think you're fighting for the sake of fighting. Because it's the only state in which you can function, the only way to keep that voice in your head from driving you mad.
What are you talking about?
It would seem that those closest to you meet their end not just during the relationship,
Forgive me.
but because of it.
Truth is, every day I've worn that name, I've hated him a little more.
You can't see it yet, can you? You are not alone.
I've come to find a great deal of respect for you. Perhaps even friendship.
You may be concerned that someday we will clash.
I die, or you die. That's how far you've burrowed into his head.
Worried that though today we be friends, someday you will have no choice but to be my enemy.
He won't put you out of it until he sees you for what you are.
The first time I saw the world through your eyes. A world in which there is nothing left to lose. What if the result of this war isn't beyond the horror? What if it is the horror itself? That isn't a war. That is a fucking nightmare. This is not what I wanted.
They paint the world full of shadows and then tell their children to stay close to the light. Their light. Their reasons, their judgments. Because in the darkness, there be dragons. But it isn't true. In the dark, there is discovery. There is possibility. There is freedom. And let this be the end of Captain Flint.